Welcome back to the Second Generation podcast featuring me, myself, Abbas, and the boy
Abdullah.
We're back today to talk to you guys about types of teachers, our school experiences,
Secondary school, primary school,
etc. Even like sports teachers and stuff. Just those teacher figures in general. You know what I'm saying?
What's your favorite type of teacher? Like in school, you're looking forward to his lesson.
Yeah.
You're very happy to see him leading the class. What is that?
Weird, fam, I can't lie.
Huh?
You mean I'm very happy to see him?
Okay. Oh my day.
Okay.
Okay. Let's just assume you didn't all hate school. Okay.
What do you like school? Firstly, do you like
Me?
school? What do you see?
I can't lie. Yeah. School isn't bad. Don't lie, because you meet with your boys, innit?
It's fun. It's fun.
And especially if you have good classes as well, innit?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter on the teacher. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Just the fact that you're with your boys and you're having a good time. Even though sometimes the times can not be good. Yeah. But, you can enjoy the time in school. So yeah, I would say I enjoy school.
You'd enjoy school. For me,
that sounds so nerd. Yeah, guys.
So I would say I enjoy school.
Yeah, I enjoy school.
Whole essay, fam. School, do I enjoy it? See, I used to, when I was younger, I used to really hate school. I used to really hate school, man. Even though I was very good, I was a perfect kid at school in primary, but I really hated it. Sometimes sometimes my parents would have to I'd have to get dragged out the door, fam, because I would hate school that much. And then it got to the point where the head of my primary school had to send letters home. Anyway, yeah. So, but then as I got older, I started seeing the good side.
That's cool.
Yeah, the interactions and stuff. So I wouldn't say I like school because I don't like the education system and how it's structured out. But I like the experiences that I get out of it and the different types of characters I meet, because I feel like school is a big part in building your social personality and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man.
But like you still haven't answered my question on the teacher that you like the most. You know them good teachers. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh no, I have one in like secondary school. Secondary school. You see the cool TAs. The cool TAs are lit. I can't lie. Okay. The cool TAs are lit, but couldn't really count them as an official teacher, right? Because I've had bare cool, calm TAs. Most of them are calm. Just calm, get their bread, vibe.
You know what I'm
saying?
Thing, innit?
But I'd say in year one, I had one teacher.
You remember your year one teachers?
I do, fam. I remember since reception.
Okay.
I can't. Since I was like 3 years old, fam. That I remember.
That's crazy.
Anyway, this guy, he taught me bare stuff. I can't lie.
What?
He taught me a lot of stuff when I was younger. He taught me how to say people, like spell people.
Oh, okay. I hear it's like he taught you mad stuff. Like,
what do you? What?
He told you to. What? He told you to do certain stuff. No.
I said no. Let's continue. Well, yeah, he taught me how to say people. He taught me how to spell people. He said spell it as pioples. Think about pioples.
Oh, okay.
He taught me that still. I remember that to this day.
Yeah.
And I didn't learn to tie my shoelaces till I was in like year 5 still, because he always used to do them for me.
Whoa! That teacher's hella what?
Nah, he's fool. Nah, it's not like that. You're moving gazy. I can't even lie. You're moving gazy.
Whoa!
That teacher Nah, he was a calm brother. I can't lie. He had very good. He was actually a really good teacher. Taught me best stuff. But then after that, I despised all my teachers. I can't.
Yeah, I get you. Now I had a teacher, TA. She taught me like how to spell beautiful, because beautiful can be hard to spell. In it. She was like, it can. Wait. I just think
this is what you done to me, man. This is what you done to me. Like, yeah, it feels.
Yo. Okay, taking myself out of the situation. It was, okay. I don't know. I think it was like descriptive writing and stuff in it. And I wanted to know how to spell beautiful. And she kind of like described it to me as BEA beautiful. BEA beautiful. You get it? And you had to spell it from there. Yeah. But PE teachers, I don't know if you remember, but primary school PE teachers always the funnest.
I never had PE teachers. That was our main teacher that used to run that.
For us, for like art and PE, then there'd be a different teacher.
Yeah.
But for all of the other stuff, it was the main teacher.
Yeah.
In secondary school, yeah, I had one history teacher.
Yeah.
And this history teacher, she used to just put on films the entire time. Maybe not the entire time.
Everyone's had one of those teachers.
Yeah, just put on films.
That just doesn't care. Like.
Until it got to the point where like, oh, okay, it's enough now. Like, let's actually learn something. You have exams coming up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess I'd say she's the most calm teacher.
No, you see at the start, and they're just putting on bare movies. You're like, yeah, this person's calm. This person's calm, and then you're thinking, rah, don't you have books to mark?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, don't you have our papers to be grading?
Yeah.
Where's our papers that we done last week that we're supposed to have this week? And we're watching Mary Poppins, not like that. So, yeah, man.
On the other end of the spectrum, yeah, there's the teachers that you absolutely despise. For me, I personally don't have any that I hate. I don't hate any.
You never hated any teachers?
I'm trying to think of any. Hate is a very strong word.
I've hated.
I've disliked a teacher.
Hated, bro.
You know them teachers that run their class like what do you call it, a dictatorship. So like you can't speak unless you put your hands up at all. You can't you can't even talk about
that. Means you want to mess around more.
Yeah.
Like the whole how dare you try to put shackles on me?
Like, yeah, and they're so strict to the homework, everything.
Yeah. Those can't like had and there was one guy, right? This African teacher. I was just gonna say his name. Can I say his name? He left.
No.
I won't bait him, but Mr.
Yeah, Mr. A.
Mr. D.
Okay.
Let's call him Mr. D.
Mr. D.
Yeah. Anyway, so this guy sent me out like 5 times in a row. This bruh, I saw it went to the point that I just started pissing him off because he was just blowing it, innit? So then I remember one time he took me outside. He gave me some weird lecture from him. He was like, if you carry on being streetwise like this, you won't get anywhere in this world. He's just
the ones that give the lectures.
Yeah. I'm thinking, raw.
Your
like,
son.
Who even? What do you mean? What do you mean streetwise? What do you mean? What's that supposed to be?
Streetwise.
What are you implying here?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if I went to teach, the only reason I didn't go to a teacher and snake on him is because he was a black man, fam. I wanted to save his job.
But some people in my school have no chill, no chill. Like if you're not doing their job,
I regret not baiting the guy.
If they're not doing their job, he's getting reported.
Yeah,
it's actually so peak. But at the same time, yeah, you're there to learn. If you're not learning from the guy, then. But I guess there's other ways of approaching, isn't it?
There was literally a petition, because I felt bad. It's because I felt bad for him. There was a petition of kids who were coming for his neck.
Yeah,
there was like 28 kids who signed that petition. I was like, yo, I could end your life right now. You're not gonna be able to feed your grandchildren next week, exactly. if I do this. I was like, let me keep my chill with this guy. But
and the thing is, we're the strictest teachers, they always try and like bust convo or banter with kids, innit? But then it's not the same because you're kind of forced to laugh.
It's just dead banter.
Like, it's dry banter as well. The moment that you start being strict, you can't have that relationship with the students.
I mean, you can.
It depends on how strict you are.
You need to have a balance, innit?
Yeah.
You just can't act like a complete waste, man. Have you ever been in a class where you've made your teacher cry?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
Right, what
she
class?
was it was English language.
I thought it was French. Every
French teacher.
I thought it was French.
People don't care about the languages, but English. Everyone was talking. She very, very sensitive teacher.
Yeah, sensitive teacher.
I don't think she cried in front of the class. I think she cried after or walked out. Yeah. And then you just see one of her colleagues coming in. It's just like, so you made the whole teacher cry, blah blah blah, same time, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
I can't we've done that to to one of our French teacher. She was like, je ne suis pas, please, and then we just.
Man,
you see when the head teacher comes after you terrorize the teacher, it's peak. I can't even lie.
And then they try and get the main perpetrators. They're like, so tell me which students did that.
Sometimes it's just funny. I can't even lie. Sometimes you just feel like laughing because you see when it's supposed to be serious at school, like those are like the best humorous moments I'm ever gonna
like the
hold
1 minute silence.
like the 1 minute silence.
Those are so troublesome, fam.
Yeah, man. There's always gonna be someone that's just gonna do something stupid. I can't lie.
That's their time to shine.
Yeah, man.
But,
what are the characteristics in a good teacher that you like?
A good teacher.
Yeah.
Okay, one that has a balance between like doing work and having fun. Well, not like having fun as in you spend a whole lesson or half a lesson playing games. One as in like they plan good lessons where students are able to interact with each other. Yeah. But the thing is, when you let students interact with each other, half the time they're just going to be talking about stuff outside of school.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about something that's so engaging that you're talking with each other, like a debate in class, for example. But with that, some people set out, so you can do like a Kahoot. You know Kahoot?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like everyone can get.
I had one dead teacher that made that. She was such a dead teacher. Then she done a Kahoot, like a Kahoot based on a subject.
Yeah.
And it was so dead. After every wrong question, she went through it like it was an actual lesson. My days, that killed me.
It's not that bad though, because it's half fun, half stuff. But I get what you mean. Like it's just ruining the flow of it all.
Yeah.
So I think one that knows a good mix and knows how to interact with students. You know, not acting like their dad. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How about not as much academically, not just an academic teacher, maybe like sports.
A sports teacher.
Yeah, would you say like the same things? Let's say like a football coach.
I mean, in order to do well in sports, like they have to be strict, right? Like there has to be some
discipline.
form of, discipline.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say it in the same way, like at the same time, the teacher can, if they relate to the person somehow, like if I remember there's this black PE teacher at my school.
Yeah.
He was strict, but I used to respect him for being, strict, because he's just a very respectful.
You know when they're strict respect, but they can teach.
Yeah.
See, when they can teach,
yeah.
Students respect that. I can't lie.
Exactly, and you can banter outside of the sport, you know what I mean. But when it comes to sport, you're serious. Yeah, that's what I'd say makes a good teacher. What about you, man?
100%. Me, I'll say that sense of discipline, being able to take control is important as well.
100%.
It's very important. 100%. Being able to have some humor as well, or else your students won't be able to open up to you, even about non-sports related things which might be affecting their performance. So I think humor is a very important thing, so that you kind of build that connection. Not everything serious.
Yeah.
And man. What about on the other hand? What do you think?
Makes a bad teacher.
Yeah, the characteristics.
It's basically the opposite of what makes a good teacher. One that's either too strict and like send homework every lesson. If you don't get it, an hour detention and I'm calling home.
Yeah.
Or one that just doesn't do any work at all. Doesn't know how to control the class. Well, I guess the ones that don't know how to control the class, they're just not. They're just naturally.
You think it's their fault? Do you think it's their fault?
Half of it is because, like, when you're trained to be a teacher, exactly, you're meant to like take control. If you can't, it's just like just soft.
Because when you see when like a teacher shows that weakness, that they can't handle you.
Yeah.
As soon as students
everyone
smell that,
sees,
and pounce on it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And like you will lose all authority. And you'll just end up like my French teacher. So long.
You know when you bully them so much, like they resign and then they say they left to another school. Like there was, and they say he was a smart teacher as well. I'm like, couldn't control the class though.
Yeah, man.
What would you say? Bad characteristics of a teacher.
Bad characteristics. Yeah, basically what you just said, innit? Basically what you just said. I feel like certain ones are smart, as you said. They're intelligent. They have their degrees. They have their grades and stuff. But in the end of the day, you need to have good social skills.
Yeah, exactly. Communication.
Yeah, you need to have good communication to communicate to your students and be able to handle certain situations well, which some of them can't do. That's why they can't emerge in their career path of teaching. So I think just get a different job, fam.
I also feel like interacting with every student is important. Because you know how you have some people that don't understand what to do, and we'll just go back saying that they don't, that they do understand what they don't.
Yeah.
And some teachers actually, go over the stuff again for the whole class, even for those that don't understand but are too afraid to say it.
Yeah.
That I feel like that's a very, very good character trait to have.
Would you ever be a teacher?
Would I ever? Ooh. At first, I was like,
Really?
I can, have a little young people to develop, I help them on their journey. But at the same time, that's too much stress, bro. Even though it's a 9 to 5, it's not a 9 to 5. You have your holidays are cut short, even though like the holidays that they get is longer than other professions.
Yeah.
But the inset days have to come in, setting up lessons that's outside of school,
dealing with kids.
Exactly, that is too long.
Yeah.
Or would you?
Nah, man.
Yeah,
I would not. I would not be able to handle it.
I don't know how people do it.
Even with like babysitting kids, I can't do it. Because
babysitting is calm though.
It depends how old the kid is, man.
You have less responsibility.
Depends how old the kid is or how many kids there are.
You don't need to teach them.
So
though.
say no. Listen, like I'm not saying babe. Like I'm saying like listen. So, like a toddler, that's calm. And then, as you get older, I'm saying like 6 to 10. That's when it gets long. I can't lie, because that's the kids' mischievous ages. Fam.
Yeah, I get you.
That's their mischievous ages. They're just gonna be acting devilish. I can't handle that. I can't lie. And secondary school kids, then you're gonna have to be able to compose yourself in a lot of arguments, because lots of them talk back.
Oh, students. Oh my god.
Yeah, in secondary school, you're gonna have to know how to compose yourself. You're gonna have to not break. It's like arguing with a bunch of young adults. You know what I'm saying?
Have you had any teachers that like actually engage with the students like in their arguments?
Yeah.
That not just say, "Oh, don't talk back to me."
Yeah, I've had like I like those teachers.
Really?
I like them.
Actually, yeah, they're smart and witty. Yeah. They're like, so what? So you're gonna get a good grade if you blah blah blah.
And they have bants. More time they have bants. I like those teachers because they actually explain to you why something.
Yeah, they just get out.
Exactly, and they give you the chance to come back. And they, like our last episode when we talked about authority, they give the student a chance to voice their opinion.
That's true, yeah.
Which I think is very important as well. But yeah, man.
But with I feel like some teachers actually do. Yeah, they place themselves too high. They think they're bigger than they actually are. Like in reality, they have the head of departments. They're not head of department. They're not they're not any senior role, and they treat you. They give you so much work,
and they're just going out of their.
Yeah.
You see suppliers that don't know their place.
What do you mean that?
You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
You know certain suppliers, they'll just be trying to make you do better work and that.
Yeah, I get you.
They'll try to make you do better work. They're trying to give you homework, and you're thinking what are you doing? Like,
but you've had that one supply teacher, yeah. He's not a teacher at the school, but he's come in and he's like you like him, right? Right? You haven't had that one supply teacher like he's always the supplier.
I've had one like I have one.
Are they?
Yeah, calm.
Yeah, they're
those
usually calm
still.
That's what usually happens. Like an old student of the school or something, innit?
Yeah.
Those ones are the best because they have experience of what it's like to be a student.
Yeah.
But you don't do any work in that class, though. So.
Of course not. Of course not, man.
I feel like primary school compared to secondary school. Well, I don't really remember my primary school teachers, but I feel like everything was more. It was more nice, you know what I mean? Less toxic. Just a whole happy.
See, when you're younger, you just have way less stuff to worry about. Before, when I was younger, I was talking to my siblings, right? They were like, you better enjoy primary school before you get into
secondary.
Yeah, and you get all those exams because you're going to be stressed and stuff. You're not dealing with anything now. And I'm thinking, right, what are you talking about? I'm going through hella stuff right now, man. And then now I'm finally deep in it. When I was younger, I was so carefree.
It's so blissful, man.
Yeah, it's just hella blissful.
All you had to care about was how fast you are.
Yeah.
Fam.
If you had good handwriting.
Pen license.
Yeah.
What else is there? That was literally primary school. Pen lessons and how fast you are.
Yeah, it was best stuff, I can't lie.
Because them sports days were the best of our lifetime. But year 6 and year 5, they were my teachers. I felt like they were so like important to my development.
Really?
Yeah, because they weren't strict, but they knew how to get things done. You know what I mean? Like they knew how to discipline me. They basically knew, or like set me up for life in terms of how to respect the teacher, what to do, what not to do, and how to take advice from a teacher.
That's it.
Because I still see my every time I pick up my little siblings from my primary school, because they go to the same primary school as I did.
Yeah.
I always see him and he's like, you know,
that's sick.
Yeah,
that's sick.
Yeah, like my first year to teach and stuff, innit? Because like when you're the first year to teach, there's a level of connection in it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's you know.
That's like when you have like a brother or sister in the school. Have you ever had like a brother or sister in your school?
Well, you've had an older brother.
And every teacher is asking about your older sibling and stuff. You're like, that's my thingy. You feel special.
Yeah, like, he's gonna cheat me right now. He's gonna because my older brother did that.
Yeah, you feel special. Like
that's happened my secondary. You can't lie,
sir.
Yeah, because they all knew Mohammed.
Yeah.
So he's such a nice boy. I'm like, yeah,
that's lucky, man. Because me and my sister, I wish that happened to me in secondary. Because like all three of my siblings went to separate schools, right?
Okay.
I went to one school, my brother went to one school, my sister went to one school. I don't know why, but yeah. So I had no orders coming into my thing, so I had to build up my rep by myself. I had to build up. I had to be my foundation and build my rep on my ones.
Yeah.
More time, all my brethren already have their
orders.
Or they have their older brothers. Then they have their orders and stuff, and then so long. So I wish I had that experience, low key, man.
And the thing is, with your older brother, they teach you what to do and what not to do in secondary school in terms of how to wear your clothes. Yeah. Like what shoes to wear. Yeah. Like, cause that if you're wearing,
compose yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Cause you see in the first few years of school, you know how what are those trend?
You know how those the Vine.
Yeah.
Do it for the Vine.
Yeah, you know the shoes you are wearing are actually people used to care about. Yeah. If you weren't wearing either kickers, wallabies.
Wait, school shoes? Yeah. People cared about what school shoes?
Yeah.
Bruh.
Well, not really care, but like they take the piss out if you're wearing like church shoes.
If you have the long church shoes.
Yeah, if you wear the curvy ski patrons.
No, you see the guys that wear those, they have the best finesses, I can't lie. Football. They just be like they're always ankle swinging. Yeah. It's mad. One of my bridges was like that. Shout out you, fam. I know you remember.
You always used to be ankle swinging, and you're.
Yeah, man.
And that's your guy.
Yeah, that's my guy still. Sick. So, what was like? What teacher, or if you have one, what teacher do you think has had the most impact on your life now? Ooh. Have you had one?
I'm just trying to think, because people. I'd assume it's one of my form tutors, but I've always had so many different that I haven't been able to build a proper connection. Saying connection sounds weird, but like, you know what I mean? A relationship.
Connection, relationship. Oh.
To build something with them. Anyways,
build what?
A friendship.
What type of friendship? What do you mean a friendship? Why do you want a friendship?
Basically, a bond.
Bond?
Yeah, create a bond between you and your teacher. That so they'd be able to take you under their wing. But I'm trying to think, which teacher? If it weren't for my year 5 and 6 teachers, in secondary school, I'd say my maths teacher. Yeah, because he was an uncle, yeah, and he was at the time I joined the school, was head of department. Yeah, and this guy, he was strict but funny. You get like
them guys. I had a teacher that
and like he used to do kick ups. And there was someone brought in the ball.
That's jokes.
He used to chuck paper balls into the bin from far.
Yeah, that was.
That was. And he used to get work done, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I kind of took inspiration from him because, you know, he's he's not where I want to be, but like kind of how I want to be, kind of like him, if you get what I mean. Because he's right now he's deputy of the school. Actually, no, he's a head teacher of another school now.
Oh, what?
Yeah, head teacher of another school, and you know, his whole mindset and the way he carries himself.
Yeah,
you know, I kind of respect that.
Yeah, for me, damn, teachers, I can't lie, except for my year 1 teacher. He taught me a lot of morals. I can't lie. He taught me a lot of morals.
The teacher must be a very
very
good man.
Lit.
Have you ever seen him about? Like, do you remember?
When I went to Ep7, I saw him still.
Okay.
No, but he was lit. Other than that, I can't lie. Teachers haven't really helped me in my life.
That sounds so sad.
Actually, okay. Alright, listen. They have. Of course, I respect everyone that's tried to give me knowledge.
Yeah.
Of course, my form tutor, yes, great woman. But teachers really like impacted my life. Nah, teachers haven't helped me in my life. I could, if I'm honest, I could be at home, on BBC Bite Size and learn more than high school. I'm being G-roll. I'm being so raw. The only thing at school helps me with social interactions more time. And school hasn't.
But have you seen have you seen your primary school teachers about?
Yeah, but she never recognized me.
Never.
No, she hasn't recognized.
You don't. Well, because you changed your face, right? Like, but you
I
kind of
changed a lot.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. It's been
lot
years as well. Yeah,
a lot.
Yeah.
Like,
for me, I still see. I remember the other day, I was going gym. I was going to do stuff, and I see my Spanish teacher.
All right.
And he used to be like strict, but like, you know when someone used to take the piss in class, it wasn't like strict. You know what I mean? But it was funny strict.
All right.
Because of his accent in it, because he's Spanish in it. It's like your French class took piss with your French teacher. Yeah, but that time it was like, nice to see you, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Who else did I see? Primary school teachers are always, some of them are air.
Right.
Like, I don't hope to see it, because that interaction, it won't last long. You're like, nice to see you, man. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
That's it.
How's the kids?
Yeah. How's your younger brother and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess from that, apart from that, that's it.
Oh, right. So no, I think we gotta wrap that up.
So thank you for listening to today's episode of the Second Generation podcast with myself and the Bass. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and comment below what you think we should talk about next. We hope you've enjoyed. Thank you for listening, and in a bit.